Oh, here it is. So thank you for your willingness to share your story, man. It has been awesome to see. And one of the questions that we get asked from time to time is, with this virtual program, is what kind of things do we go over? Is it just like AA? Is it just 12-step? And I know it's so much deeper than that, but you shared something incredibly powerful just a few weeks ago, about last month. Do you mind sharing what your experience has been so far of this virtual program and doing the work?
So the coolest thing about the virtual program, I think, is I don't even think, like today, I don't think we mentioned the word steps. I don't think we mentioned the word sponsor. I don't think we mentioned God, AA, literally the life skills that I get to learn. It's kind of like it's insane. I feel I'm being rewarded for being sober, because these are things that everybody should know, but I get an opportunity to learn them. It's kind of like, I was a horrible person in my past, and now I'm getting to learn how to be an amazing person, and I'm loving life, every minute of it, everything. Like, the lessons that I learned, literally, we do this 3 hours a week, and last month I started selling shoes on sorry about that. Last month I started from zero, selling shoes on the Whatnot app, and using the principles that Mark taught me. Literally, I had never sold more than $1,000 in shoes in a month in my life. I've been selling shoes for years. And my first month, I sold $10,000 in literally 20 hours. I mean, 10,000, I shit you not, I sold 150 pair of shoes, 100 to 150 pair of shoes. And I was so nervous and so anxious to do this. And literally, I just used what I learned here. I just got on there, went for it, and it was the best thing I've ever done. And just using the principles here, like, to anybody listening to this, you guys, this is not like how to live life sober. This is how to excel at life sober. This is like the shit that like people pay thousands of dollars for in self-help or whatever, because I know things now, and I'm learning things that fucking Harvard grads don't even know. Just applying like basic principles. It's so simple. It's so easy. It's 3 hours a week. I wish it was more. Like, I'm on track to do $15,000 in sales this week, and I've worked 10 hours. Yeah, it's insane. So, yeah, obviously it's about recovery, but like, it's so much more. It's literally about living life to its fullest and enjoying life. And the people in this group with me, none of them are struggling more than they were. Everyone is doing awesome. And it's because they're using these lessons. The people who aren't in the group anymore, they're struggling. I've talked to several of them who want back in. They did not realize what a treasure this was. So I'm forever grateful, and literally anybody wants to call and talk about shoes or recovery or whatever, or how fucking cool this stuff is. This is legit. This is legit.
So the cool thing is just from what you shared, just doing the math, you make more than doctors now. So that part is pretty cool. But I don't want to get too far from it, because we go over the 5 foundational freedoms here, and only one of the freedoms is the financial aspect about career and different things. But there was a part, and this is the part that I love, is because we hit the 5 foundations and we talk about hitting daily singles. There was a part of you that, if you're open to sharing, was amazing, because you had this story that was running that was keeping you from flourishing in the financial part. And I remember it took about, I want to say 7 to 10 minutes on one of the calls that we figured out did the click, gave you the one action item to do, and then that like broke the dam on everything else. You mind sharing about that?
Which there's been several. Which are you talking about specifically?
Well, for this particular case, I was just talking about the part where you're able to give yourself permission to actually go forth and to work past the fear of failure and to do the lives that ended up going from 0 to 10 grand in less than 30 days.
So literally, the application process takes like a week, but I kept putting it off because I was nervous, I was anxious. I thought, what if I don't sell anything? What if nobody likes me? What if they make fun of me? And I put it off for a long time. And literally, I was in here one day, it was just Mark and myself. And he said, you're like, just go, just do it. Even if you fail miserably, you'll learn one thing to take to your next live show. And that first live show, I said, okay, fine. I just did it. I wasn't even fully prepared. I just went, I did it. I think my first show, I was on an hour and a half and I made $600 and had 100 new followers. And I have had a fear of rejection. I'm a writer, so I've had a fear of rejection my entire life. And I realized that, people say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So I took a shot and I made a half-court fucking heave. This was the motivation I needed, just knowing that even if I failed, I could learn something from it, and I could take what I learned and continue to excel. There's been so many times where I've had like failures and horrible things in life, and I've learned to change them into amazing things. Like I had 50 pair of shoes stolen from me, but the person only got either the right or the left. So I was stuck with 50 single shoes, either the right or the left of a pair, and literally there's no market for that. And that was so I thought. So that was something that was just killing me forever. And in one stream I mentioned, I was like, hey guys, I broke my foot, and for the first time I'm getting to wear these single shoes. And so I had never even thought of that before, but suddenly I had a whole new wardrobe. I had 50 shoes I could wear because I broke 2 of my toes. And then in the chat, in the app, people started to say, I'm interested in single shoes. I'm interested in single shoes. And I sold 15 single shoes. And now I'm doing a show tonight just on single shoes, which is amazing. And it was such a catastrophe, and I turned it into something amazing. And it's all just things I learned from this app.
So this is the cool part is we continue to tell people, look, this helps retrain and rewire the brain. And like here is substantial proof, like tangible proof, because you've shared many times, you're thinking differently, you're thinking clearly, you're actually thinking not just outside of the box, but I know one of the lessons we share here, my uncle taught me, is there is no box. And when you start thinking differently, more clearly, using the recovery self, using the framework we talk about on here, the 4 codes, the 5 foundational freedoms, you're able to sell things that are unsellable, or so you thought. So financially, of doing amazing. I know just when you mention that, because sometimes people assume this is just like straight recovery AA, and I'm like, no, this is how to live life well at the recovery level. In treatment, it's how to get sober, and then this virtual portion is how to not just stay sober, but where sobriety isn't something you think about, it's literally how you begin to live as you thrive and continue to level up.
Yep, 100%. And it shows in, it's not just finances. I live in an amazing apartment with my girlfriend of 4 years. We're the happiest we've ever been. I have a relationship with my family now. I speak to them all the time. My nieces and nephews, I speak to them all the time. I FaceTime with them all the time. My fitness, I'm going to the gym. I'm literally hitting feelings, family, fitness, finances, my creative aspects. I'm marketing. I'm doing all of this stuff, and it's awesome. People are proud of me. My family loves having me around. people ask me questions, and I love helping them, and I'm starting to be like, I've always wanted to be able to help people, but I couldn't help myself forever. And now it's just all working out on all levels. In every aspect of life, I'm higher than I've ever been. It's amazing. It's really awesome.
Yeah, this is the approved high that has zero negative side effects. This is
This
is the straight up spiritual high. I guess one final question is, how much clearer are you now of being through, I think, a full month and into coming up on your second month with these monthly missions that we go over?
The monthly mission, if you literally, it's a 20-minute lesson, and then it's writing stuff down. And literally, if you keep this checklist around, like, it's insane. It's crazy. Already, my goal was to do 10,000 this month. I'm already halfway through that. My goal was to talk to my parents every day. I do that and more. Be more intimate with my girlfriend. I mean, look, it's not a lot of work at all, and the payout is amazing. So,
well, man, it has been awesome watching you grow over the last 30 days. I'm stoked you're a part of this, and thank you for being willing to scream from the rooftops of, oh my gosh, I am a living example of what is possible when you do the daily work and you show up.
Hell yeah, it's amazing.
Awesome. Well, thank you, man.
Thank you so much, Mark. Talk to you soon.
See you Friday.